Hello friends, it's me again, Joseph, your host, and welcome back to our channel where we explore the inspiring lives of the saints. Today, we're journeying back to the Roman Empire to uncover the incredible story of a young woman who traded a life of luxury and status for something far greater. This is the story of Saint Eugenia of Rome, a tale of courage, disguise, and unwavering faith. Imagine being born into one of the most powerful families in the Roman Empire. Your father is the prefect of Egypt, a man of immense influence, and you live in a palace in the vibrant city of Alexandria. You're known throughout the land for your beauty and intelligence. Suitors from noble families line up, hoping to win your hand in marriage. This was the world of Eugenia. Born around the end of the 2nd century, Eugenia had everything a young woman of her time could desire. Her father, Philip, governed Egypt on behalf of the emperor, and her mother, Claudia, was a respected noblewoman. Eugenia was not just beautiful, she was also a brilliant student, mastering Greek and Latin literature and impressing philosophers with her sharp mind. Her parents planned a grand future for her, a future sealed by a prestigious marriage. But Eugenia had a different path in mind. One day she came across the letters of St. Paul and the story of another courageous woman, St. Thecla. As she read these Christian texts, a profound change began to stir in her heart. The stories of faith, sacrifice, and a God who loved humanity unconditionally felt more real and meaningful than all the pagan myths and philosophies she had studied. She discussed these new ideas with her two most trusted servants, Protus and Hyacinthus, who had grown up alongside her. As they debated, they heard a group of Christians singing a psalm. All the gods of the nations are demons. For Eugenia, it was a sign. The call to a Christian life grew stronger, but there was a huge problem. Christianity was still a persecuted religion, and her family was deeply embedded in the pagan Roman system. Furthermore, her father was pressuring her to marry. How could she escape this fate and follow the call of Christ? Eugenia came up with a plan so daring, it sounds like something from an adventure novel. She decided to run away. But she couldn't just disappear, she needed to hide in plain sight. With the help of Protus and Hyacinthus, she cut her long hair, dressed in men's clothing, and adopted the name Eugene. The three of them then sought out a Christian community. They found a monastery led by a bishop named Holiness. Presenting themselves as young men seeking to dedicate their lives to God, they asked to be baptized. Bishop Holiness, filled with spiritual wisdom, saw through Eugenia's disguise, but he also saw the burning faith in her heart. He baptized all three of them, and they were accepted into the monastery. As a monk named Eugene, Eugenia's piety and devotion were extraordinary. She embraced the life of prayer and asceticism, fasting and studying the scriptures with a passion that inspired everyone around her. Her wisdom was so profound that when the abbot of the monastery passed away, the other monks unanimously elected Eugene to be their new leader. Reluctantly, she accepted, seeing it as God's will. As Abbot, Eugenia became known for her powerful prayers and gift of healing. People would travel to the monastery seeking her help. One day, a wealthy woman named Melanthia came to be healed of an illness. Through Eugenia's prayers, she was cured. But instead of being grateful to God, Melanthia became infatuated with the young, handsome abbot, Eugene. She made repeated visits to the monastery, her intentions far from holy. When Eugenia, as Eugene, firmly rejected Melanthia's improper advances, the woman's infatuation turned to rage. To get revenge, Melanthia went to the city and made a shocking and false accusation. She claimed that the abbot, Eugene, had assaulted her. The scandal was enormous. The governor of Alexandria, none other than Eugenia's own father, Philip, was outraged. He ordered the immediate arrest of this supposedly wicked monk. Eugenia was dragged in chains before the public tribunal, presided over by her father. The entire city gathered to witness the trial. Melanthia stood before the crowd, spinning her web of lies, and the situation looked grim for the disguised saint. Eugenia knew she had to clear her name and protect the honor of the Christian community. In a moment of high drama, she looked directly at her father on the judge's seat. Then, she tore open her monastic robe, revealing that she was not a man at all. She was a woman, and not just any woman. She cried out, "I am Eugenia, your daughter." Imagine the shock in that amphitheater. Her father, Philip, stared in disbelief. Her mother, Claudia, and her brothers, who were also present, rushed forward, overcome with emotion. They had believed their beloved Eugenia was lost forever, and here she was, alive, standing before them. The joy of their reunion was immense. The crowd, witnessing this incredible scene and realizing Melanthia's wicked lie, was moved. In that moment, a wave of conversions began to sweep through Alexandria. Overjoyed and deeply moved by his daughter's faith and courage, Philip, Claudia, and their entire household asked to be baptized. Philip's conversion was so total that the Christians of Alexandria, recognizing his leadership, chose him to be their new bishop. He served them faithfully, but his new path was short-lived. The pagan authorities, angered by the prefect's conversion, had him martyred just over a year later. After her father's martyrdom, Eugenia, her mother Claudia, and her brothers moved back to Rome. But Eugenia's mission was far from over. She dedicated herself to sharing her faith, especially with other women, and converted many to Christianity, including a noblewoman named Basilla, who was related to the emperor. This, however, drew the attention of the authorities during a new wave of persecution under Emperor Valerian. Eugenia was arrested and ordered to sacrifice to the pagan goddess Diana. She refused. When she was brought to the temple of Diana, Eugenia simply prayed, and according to the story, the great temple and its idol crumbled to dust. Furious, her persecutors tried to execute her in various ways. They tied a large stone around her neck and threw her into the Tiber River, but she miraculously floated. They then threw her into a burning furnace, but the flames went out as soon as she entered. Finally, they locked her in a dark cave, intending to starve her to death. But even there, she was not alone. It is said that Christ himself appeared to Eugenia in a brilliant light, sustaining her and bringing her comfort. In this vision, he told her that her earthly journey would soon be over, and that she would join him in heaven on the very day of his birth. So it was. On December 25th, around the year 258, Saint Eugenia was finally martyred by the sword, completing her life of total sacrifice for her Lord. Her faithful companions, Protus and Hyacinthus, had been martyred a few months earlier. The story of Saint Eugenia of Rome is a powerful reminder that true nobility isn't found in wealth or status, but in a heart dedicated to God. She teaches us that courage means being willing to give up everything for what is right and true. Her feast day is celebrated on December 25th in the Roman Catholic Church, December 24th in the Eastern Orthodox Church. A fitting tribute to the woman who was told she would be born into eternal life on the day of Christ's nativity. Saint Eugenia is also the patron saint of virgins, nuns, and for those dealing with deafness or possession. Thank you for joining us to learn about the incredible life of Saint Eugenia. If her story of bravery and faith has inspired you, please like and share this video. Subscribe to our St. Joseph's Corner channel for more stories of the saints. May we all find the courage to live our faith as boldly as she did. Take care, everyone. Stay healthy and hungry for holiness. See you next time, and God bless you always.